Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Great to have you today. Kim is joining us from Alberta, Canada, and she helps women 40 years plus to look their best and feel their best naturally. And now, while Kim has a number of strings to her bow in terms of how she does this, one of these is as a face yoga instructor, and that is why she is here today. Now, I was really fortunate to join Kim and a group of other wonderful women last week for her 5-day face yoga age backwards challenge. It was so much fun, Kim. Thank you for that.
Thank
I picked up quite a few tips and tricks, and I would really just love if you could start by sharing what is face yoga all about?
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this. So this is a question that I get asked all the time. What is face yoga? So I think most of your audience knows what yoga is. It's about the body-mind connection, the alignment, working the muscles of the body, and also tuning into the mindset. So face yoga is simply carrying that from the neck up. We often forget that we have muscles in our faces, but they're activated all the time, sometimes too much, sometimes not enough. And as we age and natural processes take over, we start to see signs of this overactivity and underactivity. So if you think of it as relaxation poses for parts of the face that are over activated or parts that carry a lot of tension, as well as toning and lifting exercises for those areas that are lazier or less engaged.
Yeah, you really learn a lot about your face and your expressions, going through your course. And it was great to pick up some simple routines that, as you guided us on, you can really build in at your convenience at any time in the day. So that's fun, especially when the kids are looking at me saying, "Mom, what are you doing with your face?" I also love the fact that you share a lot of advice on the whole holistic picture of our bodies. Obviously, it's not just about the workout for our face, as it is, with exercise in general. It's not just about the workout. Can you share a little bit about your whole ethos in terms of your approach to your program?
So the word holistic is the word. So it's covering, I mentioned before, mindset, working on stress reduction, nutrition. So if we think about our skin and the needs of our skin, it's our largest organ. It thrives when we treat it well. We have to protect it. There are so many things that we are neglectful of when it comes to our faces. In fact, we're encouraged more to hide and cover things up as opposed to address areas of concern. So one piece is hydration. If you think of how much water we are made of, in order to have skin that's healthy and glowing, we need to be consuming, there we go. We need to be consuming our water.
Absolutely.
But also when it comes to stress manifests, it starts in the mind, it manifests in the body. And because of the connectivity of the musculature of the body and the face, the muscles of the face, we carry a lot of tension and stress in our faces. So if you think of general day-to-day work, we're very focused, we're concentrating, and we tend to do a lot of this.
Yeah.
So I encourage people to have, when they're just starting exploring face yoga and building that awareness around the face and what the face is doing, keep a mirror, just one of these mirrors handy, at your workstation, at your dinner table, which might seem a little odd at the beginning, but when you start to notice what your face is actually doing, you can begin to feel into that and start to settle it down and that kind of thing. So there's quite a lot to it. A lot of people think it's just exercise, but it is exercise, but that's a component.
Yeah, no, I totally align with you in terms of the overall holistic picture, you know, the hydration from the inside out. And also the products that we apply to our skin, you know, making sure they're of the highest quality. I'm all about the grow old gracefully, but preserve. Prevention is better than cure, right? You know, preserve what you have for as long as you have. Now, I know there'll be a number of people watching this wanting to learn a bit about face yoga. And I would love it if you could take us through a few of the techniques that you shared in your program. I'm already here to be a student, so I'll hand it over to you.
Okay, well, since it's early morning for us, I know in other parts of the world, might be the middle of the night, but I thought we could do some activation exercises. So one of the things that we can do is stimulate circulation to the face. And by stimulating circulation, we're bringing nice blood flow. And with that, we're bringing nutrients and oxygen to the skin and helping to bring that glow from the inside out. So one thing that I do that we can't do here is I do inversions every day. I
Oh,
spend about a minute upside down every morning just to get the blood
yeah, the flow.
going.
Yes.
But we can do that with just some activation. So we'll start with a very common pose. It's called the big O. And what we're going to do, is create an O shape with our mouth and just hold it for about a 10 count. And come out and just gently smile. And what you should be noticing is just a little bit of a gentle tingle coming to your cheeks. We can take that one step further. Like that's an exercise that you could repeat 3 times,
Yeah.
okay, for about 10 seconds each. We can take that a little bit further and target the eye bags or the dark circles. So we simply go into the big O and then take the gaze upwards without tilting your head. So it will look like this. Well done. Very well done. You are controlling your forehead.
That is the thing. You feel like, and I do have the active forehead that you.
We all do.
Yeah. So
We all do. Yeah. So it's very good to be aware of that. You don't want to be doing this.
yeah.
Because what we're doing is we're contributing to the formation of those lines.
Yeah. Do try this at home, people.
Everybody gives it a go. Okay, and we'll do another one. Again, that starts with the big O, but we will say the word wow. And again, have that awareness of your forehead so that you're not saying wow like that. We're just trying to activate the lower part of the face. Okay, we'll do 5 wows. Wow, 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 wow. Come out and smile. And another area, one of the area that I would say most women are concerned with is how their neck is aging. So we cannot leave out the neck. And yours is very lovely. So let's do the neck. So we'll put our fingers just gently at the collarbone. Just rest them gently. And this is so that you can feel the muscles. What we're going to do is we're going to tilt back. So I'll show you and then you can join in because I can't see you when I'm doing it. Okay. So fingers are here just resting on the collarbone. You'll tilt back and your jaw will come forward, or in this case, it'll come up. So it will look like this. I'll do it from the side. Okay, so we can do that as a hold. We'll do it as a 5-second hold. A lot of people feel a little bit of discomfort after this because the neck is really underutilized. The muscles of the neck are very underutilized. So we'll tilt back and hold for 5. Come down. Do you notice the movement? Do your fingers feel that movement?
Absolutely, yeah, you can feel the pull on the neck.
Yeah.
That's a great release, yeah.
You can do a modification to that by simply pulsing. And by pulsing, I mean just have the jaw moving up like that. So we could do 5 pulses.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, you can really feel the difference in the blood flow as well whenever you do these movements. Um, I am a big fan of the O. I also love the one that you do with the pencil, where you, right?
Oh,
Yeah. But again, it was great to be interactive within your challenge, because we're able to ask questions, because everybody's got the things about their face and their body in general that they'd like to improve on. So you were able to really zero in and provide support on that. So it was a great introduction. If there are people listening today, Kim, that would like to give one of your challenges a try, or just find out more or ask some questions, how can they connect with you?
So I would say the best way to keep in touch is just by following me on Facebook. So just my name, Kim Sarsons. I'm also on Instagram, same thing. I do have a few other pages that are active, but I would say as a initial connection point, it would be just through my personal. And yeah, just reach out and send me a message. And
Fantastic. I will put those links in the description to this video. But yeah, I would encourage anyone to give this a go. I think even if you're not 40 plus, you know, you're probably picking up habits with your face if you're younger than that, you know, could lead into those furrows and wrinkles later in life that you'd prefer to avoid. So, you know, I would even encourage a younger audience too. But
yes.
lovely to connect today. And just for people to be aware, Kim is actually turning 51 on her next birthday. So if you want to have a nice fresh face like this, face yoga sounds to be a great way forward.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
See you later. Take care. Have a great day.
You as well.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.